Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Take a quick second and say thank you to the channel members. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. And thank anybody who takes the time to stop by and watch my EDC content. I appreciate you. If you're so inclined and you have the time, if you'd hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon next to it, it would really help me out, and it'll update you when we release new content, have live streams, and make community posts. Guys, this is a new mid-range knife from Kizer, part of their designer series. I don't know if you remember my review on the Phoenix that Brother Matisfaction designed and Kizer built as a Kizer knife. This is the Kizer Mercury. This is the design that was submitted by Alex Berkowitz. It is, they call it a little sheep's foot. It's a titanium knife, two sides that come together to form this backspacer. Perfectly centered little hollow ground blade. Flipper only deployment, but it flies out. They call this a sheep's foot. They call it a little Sheepsfoot Kizer Mercury Cleaver. That's fine. It's probably accurate. I look at it, it kind of strikes me as a Spanish razor style. A really good gentleman's folder. It falls deep into the handle, into that titanium handle. The blade is S35VN. It has a very usable pocket clip in and out of pants, jeans, nor khakis or any problem. It's a very low profile knife when you carry it in your pocket because it's so thin. However, for an EDC knife, it has a lot of things that I think work in its favor. It is unique in its stylings. And there you can see Alex's maker's mark. You can see this S35VN hollow ground blade with this little point that is a splinter remover. Grab a piece of paper. Now, I have been cutting with this and have not done much to love on it, but it was very sharp when it came out of the box. Still very sharp. And like a razor, it's good for shredding things. The point's pokey enough, and then this point for detail cuts, things that you might need to do. It has that low tip, and then you've got great access to that tip, depending on where you want to put the energy behind the blade, right? So if you're looking to slice bread or slice cheese versus cutting out some detail work on a craft mat versus, you know, cutting string, cutting letters, cutting packages. It's just a really elegant knife. If I had to point out something that I'm not crazy about on this knife, and it's purely aesthetics, it's the color. I love the milling. I love the titanium. I hate this bronze, gold, brass color. I would love this in dark or in raw titanium or in hell, almost any other color. But the knife design was so appealing to me. The blade shape was so appealing to me. This knife, I bought it from Kizer for 139 bucks. I think I've since seen it less expensive than that when it dropped at some of the other retailers, because I actually got it before, or ordered it when it first became available based on their Instagram post, which was about 2 days or a day before White Mountain Knives had it. But as you know me, I'm not a flipper deployment only knife guy. This has a very low profile reverse flipper with nice jimping. You can either push button it, you can light switch it. I have not put skiffs in it yet. These are factory bearings. It simply falls shut. And despite its thin ergonomical size, it is a full knife. I can get a full 4 fingers on this grip. and then I can use it in a lot of different grips, right? So let's get a couple of quick size comparisons to see how this comes into some knives that we might be familiar with. Start out with the Civivi Baby Banter and the Cold Steel 4MAX with the smoking Satu regrind. So you can see that it's smaller than the 4MAX and larger than the Baby Banter. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out, full size. Right about the same length as that Benchmade Bug Out full size, which is going to put it about 3/4 to an inch shorter than the Paramilitary 2. So we'll think that for lack of another knife, we'll get the tape measure out, it's about bug out sized. About bug out thickness. Blade stock is probably going to be just about as thin with that hollow. And I'm guessing the weights are going to be pretty close. But let's get our Javon tape measure. And we'll see that this knife comes in right at 7 1/4 inches with a 3 1/4 inch blade, 3-inch cutting area, 4 1/8 inch handle, and where I grip it from behind here to back here is right about 3 3/4 inches to right here. 4 if you go back here. So within this handle, that is 3 3/4, almost 4. And then real quickly, let's see if I can get us a spine thickness, 0.119, and that comes down in our hollow grind to 0.0215 with an overall width contoured of 0.47, so almost a 1/2 inch, nicely contoured, very light. There's some really nice weight relief done in these gaudy gold titanium scales. So I'm thinking this knife for a 3-inch cutting edge comes in at 2 ounces, guys. 2.1 ounce. It's got 3 1/2 inch blade, or 3 1/4 inch blade with a 3-inch cutting area. Very slim, very agile, very, very nice. I mean, Kizer this year, I'd quit buying Kizer for a while, and then I picked up the Veritas. I really like that knife. I picked up the Phoenix to support Matisfaction and ended up really liking that knife. And I can tell you that this little knife that Alex designed is just a city boy like me, an urban EDC guys carry. This knife serves a lot of really good purposes, and I can see getting a lot of use out of it. S35VN, gold titanium is my only drawback, but a really sleek little knife for anybody looking for a gentleman's folder. If you can find it at White Mountain Knives, they're sold out now, but if you find it over there, you can use Javon 10, save 10%. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching all my videos. Please, please, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.